Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're taking a fascinating journey today, heading to Thailand to explore what makes it such a compelling destination for international travelers. We're going to unpack its soft power.
Exactly. Now, when we talk about soft power, well, forget about tanks and trade wars for a minute. We're looking at a country's ability to draw you in, to
Mm,
persuade you through its culture, its values, its policies, basically the things that make you want to engage with it.
right. Not forcing you, but attracting you.
Precisely. And when it comes to attracting tourists, that soft power is absolutely front and center.
Okay. So our mission today is to really get under the skin of Thailand's soft power, those magnetic qualities, the things that not only entice visitors, but also, well, shape how the world perceives this incredible nation.
And we've got a really insightful study to guide us based on what international travelers themselves actually think. That's going to be our roadmap.
Great. So where do we start? There seems to be so much.
Well, what's immediately striking is the sheer range of elements that contribute. It's not just one or two things, it's this rich tapestry, really, woven from different strands that creates such a vibrant picture.
Absolutely. And maybe let's start with something really foundational. Thailand's cultural heritage. I mean, we're talking about a history stretching back centuries, traditions passed down, unique customs, a whole way of life.
And when you picture Thailand, you probably think of those incredible ancient temples, right?
Mhm.
Or the graceful traditional dances, those incredibly lively festivals.
Exactly. Those iconic images.
And it's not just old stones and performances.
Mm.
The study calls Thailand a world cultural melting pot. You have these tangible assets, the physical history, but also the intangible, the spirit, the character of the Thai people.
And it's not a single uniform culture either, is it?
Not at all.
Our study points out the fascinating integration of indigenous cultures, groups like the Khan Wang with roots stretching beyond modern borders into Laos and Tibet.
That blending has really enriched Thailand's cultural landscape. It adds layers.
And you also mentioned the long history of interaction with other nations. How far back are we talking?
Oh, way back. Millennia, potentially. These interactions have been absolutely crucial in shaping its unique cultural identity over time.
It's kind of mind-boggling to think about.
It is. And then geographically, Thailand is so diverse. It's split into 5 distinct regions: Central, North, ASEAN, East, and South. And each has its own character, its own feel, which shapes the regional cultural identity.
Right, like the endless rice paddies you see in the central region versus the, majestic mountains up north. Completely different landscapes.
Exactly. And those geographical differences have profoundly influenced how people lived, what traditions developed, even the local dialects. There's a really organic link between the land and the culture.
The study also highlights how this ongoing cultural exchange, integrating indigenous peoples and those historical relationships, has really added complexity to Thai society. It's culture that's constantly evolving.
Which brings up an interesting point. How does this rich, multifaceted culture actually translate into something that draws tourists in?
Good question.
Well, we see it quite clearly in how culture and business intertwine. Think about traditional crafts like Thai silk or ceramics. They're beautiful cultural expressions, yes, but they're also important exports, recognized globally.
And then you have the worldwide explosion of Thai pop culture, fashion, and, well, we have to mention the food.
Oh, definitely. We'll get to the food. But you're right. These are all extensions of that cultural soft power.
And thinking back historically, there were pivotal figures, weren't there? Late
Oh.
19th, early 20th century, who really steered Siam's culture and politics.
Absolutely. Their decisions and influence are still felt today, shaping the Thailand we know.
It's also worth remembering Thailand's early encounters with the West. You mentioned explorers, formal ties.
Yes, people like Sir Francis Drake, apparently, and formal engagements with Portugal, Russia, Spain, England, France, the U.S. There was even a notable incident involving the Portuguese way back in Ayutthaya, so these links are long-standing.
And this history isn't just stuck in textbooks. It's actively preserved, celebrated, like the UNESCO recognition for sites like Ayutthaya.
That's a powerful symbol. And the restoration efforts, they're not just about making old ruins look pretty. It's about weaving these historical places back into the fabric of contemporary Thai life, making them relevant.
Presenting the ingenuity, the artistry, the political significance in a way that resonates today.
Precisely. And art, in all its forms, traditional, modern, plays a vital role, not just aesthetic, but communicating social values, stories.
And the architecture, it's just incredible. It reflects so much spiritual beliefs,
Yeah.
symbolism, artistic styles, even storytelling.
It does, though formal architectural study is relatively recent, maybe mid-20th century. The ancient structures themselves speak volumes,
Yeah.
especially in Ayutthaya.
Yeah, those specific sites mentioned in the study, Wat Mahatha,
Yeah.
with the Buddha head and the tree roots,
Iconic.
and Wat Phra Si Sanfet, the Chao Sam Phraya National Museum, being UNESCO sites, really highlights their global importance.
And the study notes how visitors are often captivated by the temple architecture, the intricate details, the symbolism.
And the use of teak wood, too. That's quite characteristic in many temples, isn't it?
It is, yes. Very distinctive.
Okay, so culture is clearly a huge, huge part of the draw. But Thailand's appeal is multifaceted, right?
Yeah.
Let's move on to its stunning natural beauty.
Absolutely. It's often called the land of smiles, and that inherent warmth and charm definitely contribute. But the landscape itself is breathtaking.
Where do we even begin? The diversity is immense.
Well, up in the north, you have these majestic, towering mountains, fertile agricultural lands, and then these dense forests and national parks just teeming with biodiversity.
Then you travel to the northeast and the scenery shifts. You get these unique limestone mountains and what the study calls dusty wastelands, which kind of speaks to the resilience needed there.
A very different feel. And the central region offers another kind of tranquility with its serene swamps and those vast rice plains, evoking, fertility and abundance.
And heading southeast to west.
There you encounter these lush jungles, often described as having this untouched, virgin beauty alongside dramatic stone mountains and vibrant greenery. Adds a real element of mystery, maybe adventure.
But for many international visitors, I suspect, it's the coastline that really defines Thailand's natural beauty.
Oh, absolutely. Those picture-perfect coasts and islands, they're the image of a tropical paradise for so many.
Sun-drenched beaches, incredibly clear waters, just invites relaxation.
And the study specifically points to beautiful beaches and stunningly clean islands as key drivers for coastal tourism.
And there's a growing emphasis now on sustainable tourism, too, linking that natural beauty to the work in national parks and protected areas.
Which is crucial. There's this perception that Thailand holds significant ecological resources, making their preservation important not just locally but globally, and for return tourism, too.
Good point. People want to know these beautiful places will still be there.
Exactly.
And since we're on the topic of coasts, let's dive a bit deeper into those world-renowned beaches and islands. They really capture the imagination.
They really do, attracting everyone from, say, thrill-seeking adventurers to people just dreaming of a peaceful escape.
And again, the diversity is key. You've got the crystal turquoise waters, breathtaking scenery, but also unique spots like that 100-meter reef for snorkeling and diving.
And those powder-soft white sand beaches, they're practically a trademark.
The study even mentions 14 distinct basic beach areas. So there's variety depending on what you're looking for.
Right, whether you want total tranquility under the coconut palms or something more lively, more action-packed.
And that peacefulness of many coastal areas is a huge draw. A real escape from city noise.
A chance to properly unwind and recharge.
And it's important to remember the economic side, too. This beach and island tourism supports local economies, hopefully through sustainable development.
Yes, things like environmental conservation efforts, sourcing goods and services sustainably, that's increasingly important.
And underpinning all this, again, is the local culture and hospitality at these destinations. That's the foundation for long-term success.
Absolutely. And the local festivals, the expressions of faith, they add another layer of charm.
Visitors get a chance to immerse themselves, try the local food, see the clothing, always respectfully, of course.
Being mindful of local customs is key, but that immersion is part of the appeal.
So the study basically concludes that for exotic beaches, stunning nature, vibrant culture, and genuinely hospitable people, Thailand is really top tier.
Second to none, as they put it.
Okay, shifting gears slightly, but staying with nature, the national parks.
Right. These protect a significant chunk of the country's natural beauty, about a quarter of the landmass, described as magnificent jungle.
And these aren't just patches of green. We're talking vital havens for ancient rainforests, incredible ecosystems, and also vibrant coral reefs offshore. Marine biodiversity, too.
They play such a critical role in responsible resource management and safeguarding that natural heritage.
And for tourists, they're clearly popular.
Hugely, for exciting experiences, outdoor activities, wildlife encounters, just connecting with nature.
And each park symbolizes a different aspect of Thailand's biogeographical diversity, unique ecosystems everywhere.
And beyond just the thrill, the parks foster a deeper appreciation for the link between people and nature. Many find a sense of peace, even a spiritual connection there.
This study also mentions engaging with local rural communities nearby.
Yes, that's a really valuable aspect. Learning about their customs, beliefs, sustainable practices, seeing that harmony between people and environment firsthand.
So whether you're trekking in a rainforest or snorkeling on a reef, the parks are a powerful reminder of our interdependence with nature.
They're more than just scenic spots. They're portals to cultural experience and maybe enlightenment.
Okay, from the wonders of nature to something equally central to Thailand's allure, its gastronomy. The food.
Ah, yes, the culinary culture. Internationally known, highly respected. The diverse flavors, the fragrant ingredients, the techniques drawing from so many cultural backgrounds.
It definitely leaves a lasting and usually delicious impression on how tourists perceive Thailand.
And the study highlights how interactive food experiences, street food adventures, cooking classes, even just talking about food really deepen cultural understanding.
You can't talk about Thai food without mentioning the long tradition of street food markets. They're legendary.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And those iconic national dishes that have become global favorites, pad thai, tom yum kung, green curry, genkiawan kai, som tam, masaman, the list goes on.
Food is such a social connector too, isn't it? Bridges gaps.
It really is. Sharing a meal is fundamental. And interestingly, the Thai government has been quite proactive in promoting Thai food.
How so?
Collaborating with schools, developing resources like the Easy Thai national menu in Thai and English to help visitors navigate. Little things that make a difference.
And the authenticity, the richness of the flavors that really impresses travelers.
Definitely. And while you find great food everywhere, there's this belief, maybe romantic, but possibly true, that the real taste is often found in smaller alleys or remote villages.
Off the beaten path.
Exactly. And economically, the food industry is huge. A significant percentage of visitor spending goes on food, creating jobs and sustainable livelihoods.
Initiatives like a national restaurant festival also help preserve and enhance the cuisine, positioning Thailand as a top culinary destination.
It's fascinating how even mundane things like photos of food or destinations associated with food seem to have this allure. It speaks to the dedication of the tourism community.
Thai cooking has truly gone global. Its influence is undeniable.
Gastronomic tendencies reaching far and wide.
All right, moving on again. Thailand's festivals and celebrations. They seem so vibrant and integral.
They absolutely are a major part of the cultural identity. And the study sees them as important for promoting mutual understanding and building relationships internationally.
So tourism is kind of a platform for showcasing these.
Exactly. The study mentions 10 unique soft power elements, and tourism helps bring them to life. These festivals really embody Thainess.
Just thinking about some examples. Loy Krathong, the Lantern Festival. So beautiful.
Magical, isn't it? With the illuminated lanterns floating on water, or the Songkran Water Festival, pure chaos, but fun.
Symbolizing washing away the bad stuff, right?
Right. And the Chiang Mai Flower Festival, with those spectacular floats showcasing the coexistence of different ethnic groups. It's stunning.
These events offer such an in-depth view of art, history, customs, a mix of past traditions and present influences.
They're a direct expression of Thailand's spirit, communicating that soft power effectively, and promoting long-lasting international relations.
Revealing Thainess, as the study puts it, transcending normality, enchanting hearts and imaginations.
And their popularity is growing, both locally and with foreigners. You can see why. The intricate designs, the performing arts.
The whole atmosphere. Colorful, rhythmic beats, tantalizing food smells, that infectious joy.
Creates an unforgettable experience and provides real opportunities for cultural exchange and learning.
Their celebrations of life, unity, the Thai spirit, their importance goes way beyond just entertainment.
Definitely. They shape global standing, increase soft power, which makes preserving that cultural heritage vital. It's a source of national pride and improves global understanding.
The study gives some specific examples, too. Songkran in mid-April, countrywide water fight. The Samui Island Water Festival in June.
Loy Krathong on the November full moon with the little banana leaf boats. And Phai Ta Khon in Loei the Ghost Festival.
Right, with the ghostly masks. Showcasing local wisdom, artistry. So unique.
And during these times, the markets just come alive. Laughter, street food everywhere.
Traditional music and dance performances, too.
And you feel that warmth, the welcoming nature, often capped off with fireworks. It's a full sensory experience.
Okay, last but definitely not least, hospitality and tourism services. Thailand is world-renowned for this.
Absolutely. High-quality service is expected. The Land of Smiles moniker really reflects something genuine.
Where does that come from?
It seems deeply rooted in Thai culture. Concepts like sanuk, that lighthearted approach to living, finding joy in things, and also deeper philosophical thinking.
And the importance of face.
Yes, maintaining prestige, ensuring social harmony. Hosts strive to make sure guests never feel ashamed or disadvantaged. It involves respect, listening.
So it's about creating close social bonds, feelings of belonging.
Exactly. That service commitment crafts remarkable, memorable experiences, often exceeding expectations with personalized gestures.
You feel that dedication from the service workforce, making every visitor feel special. It reflects care, connection.
They genuinely strive to build pleasant relationships, create unforgettable moments, make visitors feel like family.
And this leads to global acceptance, right? People know they'll get high-class service.
Yes, backed by excellent training and certification for tourism professionals, prioritizing excellence.
You see it in a wide array of accommodation luxury resorts, boutique guest houses, all with trained staff, concierge, entertainment, shuttles.
And the efficient transport helps too. Air, land, sea, pretty seamless transitions. Taxis, car rentals are readily available, generally reliable.
And the guides.
Yeah.
Trained guides with deep knowledge of culture, history, attractions, plus language skills. They add so much value.
Even the extensive railway network offers a unique way to see the country's beauty and character.
And management seems committed to enhancing this service culture, exceeding expectations, maybe through customized service.
There's a real emphasis on team hospitality, creating experiences linked to cultural traditions.
And ultimately, that positive word of mouth from satisfied tourists is priceless.
It really is. Plus, the recognition for service excellence, that devotion to personalized service and team hospitality creates lasting connections.
Okay, so let's try and wrap this up. We've covered a lot of ground.
We have. We've delved into Thailand's key soft power elements driving tourism, that incredibly rich cultural heritage,
The breathtaking natural beauty,
world-renowned beaches and islands,
unique and diverse national parks,
its internationally acclaimed gastronomy,
vibrant festivals and celebrations.
and finally, that exceptional hospitality and tourism service.
And what's so clear is how interconnected these all are. They don't exist in isolation.
Not at all. They weave together to create this unique, immersive experience for travelers.
And, it feels particularly relevant today with the shift in tourism towards seeking deeper connections, more cultural understanding.
Absolutely. In that context, a nation's soft power becomes absolutely critical. It's what attracts those discerning travelers looking for more than just a beach.
And Thailand seems to have grasped this, adopting a really strategic and, effective approach to leveraging its soft power for tourism success.
The results really do speak for themselves. It's clearly working.
It really makes you think, doesn't it, about how potent a nation's intangible assets, its culture, its values, the spirit of its people can be.
Yeah, how they can be its most powerful tools, perhaps, for global influence and just fostering meaningful connections across borders.
Makes you wonder about other examples around the world where this kind of soft power plays a similarly significant role. Something to ponder.